Hello and welcome to Rainbow Stars channel. And today you're probably wondering why I look 100% horrible. Why my eyes are red and puffy. Why I look like I've been crying for X amount of hours. Well, let's answer the question. Early this morning at 1 o'clock approximately, my crazy psycho uncle decided that he was going to assault me. Yeah. So I was out there looking for my mom, essentially just minding my own business. Dude comes waltzing up all big and bad, telling me to get the fuck back in the house. I'm like, well, I can go where I want, and I'm just looking for my mom and just waiting for her to come back out so I can talk to her, so that I can pull her back inside, because he woke us up around 1 in the morning screaming at us why Dad knocked on their door like it matters. He could wait until the morning. He doesn't have to waltz through the house and wake everybody up and terrorize us. So I'm going out there just to talk to Mom, bring her back inside so she can go to sleep instead of staying up half the night with these people. And the guy comes over, grabs my arm, holds a baseball bat up above my head, and when I threatened to call the police, because what he's doing would be assault with a deadly weapon, mind you. He was like, oh really, and put the baseball bat against my stomach. He knows I'm pregnant. And he obviously could have killed me. I was on the phone with my sister at the time. So the only thing that stopped him was the fact that I was on the phone with her and that I was going to call the police. But no, if anyone were to see the look in his eyes, he was going to hurt me. And the funny thing is even after I did a police report and contacted the police, because obviously it's a big deal, there's nothing they could do because there's no physical evidence, because I called him off. Makes you think, had I just let him hit me, then the problem would be over. I wouldn't have to live in terror. He'd go to jail essentially, and that would be it. But it's not so cut and dry. There was no physical evidence, and we were the only two outside. So obviously they couldn't arrest him or make a formal arrest. Lack of evidence being there, he hid the bat that he had because, God forbid he has to pay up for acting the way he does. So what's the plan? Obviously I can't stay here anymore. Can't stay in my own house. My mother doesn't give a shit. Essentially, she stuck up for him and said, what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to throw him out and make him destitute. You're throwing me out. She's throwing me out. Because now I have to move. I have to leave. What am I going to do? I can't stay here in this toxic situation where I was almost assaulted with a deadly weapon. If I wait around, he's just going to do it again because he didn't have the proper punishment for what he did. There's no boundaries. My mother doesn't draw any boundaries with this person. He can come in and scream at us all he wants, and he can raid everything all he wants, and he can assault me, apparently, and that's fine. She said that she offered them $10,000 to move. Yes, let's essentially pay out my attacker, give him the money to leave. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do? What? She seems to think she's in an impossible situation, that she's stuck in it, that somehow or another because she wants out, so me leaving will give her a way out of her situation. Well, I'm glad that gives you a way out, but I'm essentially homeless now. You have driven out your daughter and your grandbabies. Congratulations. And it just blows my mind that she chooses to enable my attacker, and I have to leave home because I'm not safe. And now my poor baby boy has to go through trauma because I have to uproot him from his grandparents and from the house that he knows and from the bed that he likes, and he has autistic tendencies, so he's gonna be screaming the whole fucking time. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare for him. And it's essentially the doing of the perpetrator, my uncle, and my mom, because she won't kick him out. I said I found temporary shelter for 14 days. Well, they're not going to be out in 14 days. They can be out in 14 days. It's called eviction. You can evict them. But no, she don't want to do that. She would rather stick up for my abuser, the person who attacked me, make me feel unsafe, and this is a pattern as well. She used to be more protective when we were little, but as we became teenagers, the protection went away, and now she doesn't give a shit. She just don't care. But hopefully she will, because unbeknownst to her, I plan on telling her straight up. You can't be supportive to me if you're going to enable him. If he's going to be living here, she ought not have any contact with me, because I have nothing nice to say to her. I'm just going to have to cut contact. She has no right to pretend to be a supportive parent when she is essentially kicking me out after I get assaulted. She doesn't view it that way. She's like, no, you're making the choice to leave. Well, what other option is there? Stay and get assaulted again? This time, maybe my head gets bashed open. Maybe I lose my baby that's growing inside of me. What other option is there? There isn't. And if I were to stay in an abusive relationship or in a situation that's toxic, I'm exposing my son to a horrible environment. So that would make me a bad parent. So she wants out of her bad situation. I can give that to her. I can disappear. I can cut contact. We don't have to talk. She doesn't have to be my friend. She doesn't have to pretend to be my mom. If she's going to choose to support an attacker, I just can't do that. Now, kudos for her trying to say, hey, I'll buy you out of the house. Here's money, get gone. But that's not the way to go about it at all. They just need to get out of the house. They just need to leave. If it were me and my child came up to me and said, your sister attacked me, she'd be out of my house faster than the end of the day. By the end of the day, she'd be gone. Because that's unacceptable. And I even told Mom, I said, look, he crossed a line that he should have never crossed. And the fact that you're not standing up for me, the fact you're not defending me, the fact that you're not taking them out immediately shows me that I'm not protected here. I'm not. I'm not a priority. I'm not important. And I don't want to leave, obviously, but I have to. So she's forcing me to leave. And it's funny because at first she thought I was being dramatic. Oh, you're being so dramatic. When a grown-ass man taller than you, no matter the fucking age, grabs your arm, holds a bat above your head, about to swing it into your skull, you don't think that's something that I should be afraid of? You don't think I should take that not seriously? Like, oh, you're joking, right? Ha ha ha. Oh, Byron, you're so funny. No, my uncle was not funny. My uncle was serious. He was going to hurt me. And I was lucky enough to have my sister on the phone and lucky enough to call the police. And it wasn't just me who called the police, my sister called the police too. He grabbed me. He had a bat above my head and then put it to my stomach, threatening my unborn child. Now, I have been assaulted before by people, men mostly. So, of course, imagine the worst case scenario that there's one in your home and your mom's not gonna protect you. It'll happen behind closed doors again. It'll happen when no one's around. And then they'll find my corpse. That's how it would be ending. Because there's a buildup of behavior here, an escalation of behavior. He chased my sister through the house not long ago and tried to get into my mother's room, and I had to lock the door. And he was screaming profanities outside of the door, wanting inside. And my son was present, and I just told him he was being inappropriate and he needed to leave. So here it happens again. He does the same thing, barges into the house because he has a problem that he can't deal with on his own, and starts throwing a hiss fit as if it's our fault that somebody woke him up in the middle of the night. It's not our fault. A mistake was made. Get the fuck over it. All right? So there's been an escalation here, and then he threatened my dad with a bat, and then the same night he attacked me. And it's an escalation. If nothing is done, there's no boundaries in place, there is no safeguards in place, there is no, oh, you have to get out by this day, oh, you have to, do XYZ, there's nothing. There's no boundaries here. And because of that, because he's been running amok since he arrived, and I'd hate to leave my mother in his presence, I believe that she's not safe here. But like, what am I gonna do? I mean, eventually he's gonna kill her. He's gonna kill somebody. It ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna be gone. So, but she seems to believe that, oh no, he would never cause harm, but he has. He has attacked his own daughter before. So I don't need to hear that shit. And his daughter left because of the same problem, that he assaulted her. So I'm not the only woman. So, I mean, he's gonna have his day in court, I guess. But it's just for a misdemeanor or fine or whatever the fuck. It doesn't make a damn difference. And I'm not gonna stay where I'm gonna get injured or hurt. Not gonna risk my babies. My disability is going through eventually. Working on that. So we'll see how it goes. I found temporary shelter for 14 days. She claims they're not going to be gone for 14 days. But I'll bet you got in contact when she realizes that she's losing her daughter and her grandbabies that she'll get rid of them quicker. If she don't, then honestly, I might just contact forever. I can't even right now. It's unfathomable to me that she is literally making her daughter and grandchildren destitute because she wants to protect her psycho brother. Because it's the last brother she's got. She acts like he's the last family member she's got. Well, he's gonna be. Because he's driving everybody away. He drove my sister away, and now I can't stay here. Because I have to look over my shoulder and wonder when that fucker is gonna bring out a bat and beat my ass into the ground and kill me. Or assault my children. Wouldn't put it past him. There is something not right with this person. He is mentally unsound, unstable in some way. And he's dangerous, and he does need to leave. So, we'll see what happens. But after 14 days, if I don't have anywhere else to go, I'm just going to be a street urchin. So, wish me luck. Because I'm not coming back here until he's gone. I don't care if it's a year, month, 2 years. you know? She can have her new family, and I'll just disappear because I'm not important. And that hurts. Hurts that I'm not important. Because I used to be. And then her brother dies of cancer. Now all of a sudden, I don't matter. She claims to love me, she claims to whatever, but she's still enabling my attacker, and I'm not about that life. So she's gonna have to make a choice, me or him. That's how it is. If she wants to keep contact with him when he moves, I don't have a problem with that. They can still be brother, sister, happy times. I don't care. But I can't have nothing to do with him. So, wish me luck. I'll show you the new digs, I guess, when I get where I'm going. Don't know where that's going to be. But I know I'm going to a shelter tomorrow, so, well, today. So, yep. We'll see how that goes. Remember, when you view peace, love, unity, and respect, and hopefully the next time we talk, it's better.